returns to scale. First of all, let's talk about returns to scale. See, in the long run, what happens is that both inputs, whether labor or capital we assume to be fixed in the short run, but in the long run, all inputs are variable. All inputs are variable. So, producer cannot only vary labor, which is assumed to be a variable factor forever, but it can also vary capital, which is assumed to be fixed in the short run, right? So in the long run, all factors are variable. And what happens if all of these inputs are changed? Of course, the output will change. So in what proportion will they change? Okay, supposedly if you double the inputs, then what is the proportionate change? What is the proportionate change? Change in output, right? So what is the proportionate change in output? Whether it increases more than double, whether output increases by more than double, right? Will it increase less than double? Or will it increase exactly double? Right. So either of these three possibilities may exist. So it can increase more than double, it can increase less than double, or it can exactly double. Right. Now, how will output behave? So this is what your returns to scale is. Right. So you are looking at the relationships under returns to scale. You're looking at the relationships by changing the scale of production, and this is called your laws of returns to scale of production, right? So you're looking at the relationship between input and output. Under returns to scale, I write, you're looking at the relationship between inputs and output okay, under the condition of changing the scale of production. Under the condition of changing the scale of production, right? And this is what your laws of returns to scale are, and note that this is a long run phenomena, right? We have already mentioned it here. It is a long run phenomena. So since in long run all the inputs are variable, so not only labor but capital is also assumed to be variable. So, and how does your output is going to change when both the inputs are increased proportionately, right? So this is what you want to answer. Clear? That is when both the inputs are changed proportionately. So what is the proportionate change in output, right? Is it increasing more than double, less than double, or it exactly doubles? Well, when it increases more than double, we call it as increasing returns to scale. I'm assuming that there is a proportionate and a simultaneous increase in inputs. Okay, then the output will more than, in case if output will more than double, we'll call it as increasing returns to scale. If it increases less than double, then we'll call it as decreasing returns to scale. And if it exactly doubles, then this is called constant returns to scale, right? So what do we do is, in case if you look at the isoquant map, right? So if you look at the isoquant map, so here you have capital, and here you have labor, right? So the first isoquant is, let's say, this thing, where say Q1 equals to 10. Q1 equals to 10. Now, and supposedly, how many units of labor you want? Let's say we are here somewhere, and we are here somewhere, and we are using, let's say, 1 unit of labor and 1 unit of capital. Clear? We're using 1